Mm, mm, mm. Hey Queen, I got myself muted because people are playing music in the background. I don't want to copyright, so I'm just muting myself. Give me a minute. Okay, so the music has stopped. Hi guys, welcome to Story Time. Hey Lakeisha, hey Telly Love, hey Donna Fears, hey. Yes, come on in, come on in, come on in. You guys, come on in, come on in. Don't forget to close the door as you come in. Thank you, Shakar. Yes, close the door as you come in. Hey Marissa. So I'm waiting on everybody to come in. Hi Takita. I'm waiting on everybody to come in. It's my story time. Tonight's story time is about two paranormal people that went to Lake Lanier, and yeah, it didn't go the way they thought. So that is what tonight's story time is about. Just to give y'all a preview, a little preview of what tonight's story time is about. This is the time where you get your cakes, your pies, your drinks, everything you need. Thank you, Marissa. Oh, that's pretty. I ain't never seen that. Girl, thank you. Ooh. Yes. So we are going to be starting story time shortly. I'm just waiting on everybody to come in with their cakes, their snacks, their pies, their drinks, everything. And yes, yes. Let me see. Let me see. Yes. Y'all come in. Now the goal for tonight is 10 $10 tips, and you guys will get a second story time. And I'm gonna stick to it tonight. If I don't get it, then I'm not giving the story time. Yes. So I'm letting y'all know that's how I've been giving it to y'all without getting the goal. So yes, letting y'all know now. That will be the goal. Let me see. So I'm giving everybody time to get everything they need so we can get ready to start story time, y'all. Oh, Miss Cutie Big Red, I miss you too. Yeah, story time is back. Is back. So I'm starting to do story time every Friday at 7:30 Eastern. So everybody will know when 7:30 Eastern is when I'm doing story time. Thank you, Giving Go. Yes. Let me see. So 7:30 Eastern is when I'm giving story times, and I'm going to now start doing the second story for members only. Yeah. So won't be no more tips after July. Starting August, the second story will be members only. Now you guys, everybody that ain't members, y'all get the first story, but the second story is for my babies, the ones that are out with me. So they get that second story. In order for you to get in on the family to get second story, you got to join the family. It is a membership. You have to join the family. Yes. So that is how you can get that second story, like all the rest of your family members. Other than that, Reese, can you pin my cash app so I can post it? Other than that, yeah, only the members with that, just so I can, give you guys something special for being members of the family. Y'all will get 2 story times. Everybody else will get 1. Okay, so just let y'all know, starting August, everybody that is a member will get 2 story times. Everybody that's not will only get 1. So now that we all know that's how that's going, that's starting in August. This will be the last month I do story time for everybody together. So, yeah. Hey Eric, I'm glad you made it. Look like you cleaned everything out the front seat. All right, guys, we're about to start story time in 3 minutes. In 3 minutes, I'm giving y'all time to go to the bathroom, do everything you need to do. Because when I start this story time, I'm not starting over. Tonight's story time has Nunu and Tranelle in it. Nunu and Tranelle. So I hope you ladies are here to hear your story time. I'm here and see. Okay, thank you. Reese, are you going to put that in the chat for me so I can post it? Hey, Evelyn. They out here about to hit people. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be a witness to it. Thank you, Reese. This is tips. This is time. 10 tips. You guys get 2 stories for the night. Okay, so I pinned that information top. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, everybody. Come on, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Hey, the Dark Lord. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And we'll be starting by the time to do everything they need to do. Nunu and Tranelle, you guys will be in story time for tonight. Y'all already know story time is a Lake Lanier story time, so I hope y'all ready to Creeper. It's Creeper because it is a story. It is a Lake Lanier story time. Hey, sweetie. Hey, baby. I hope you wash your hands. I pray you wash your hands every night. I know you probably won't, but I still pray that you wash your hands every night. Yes, Eric, tell your cousin to wash her hands. Happy birthday to our newest member. Okay, who birthday is it? Let me know who birthday it is so I can tell them happy birthday. Let me know, Eric. Tell me who birthday it is. Oh, his clock moving fast. Well, Eric ain't told me who birthday it is, but happy freaking birthday, whoever birthday it is. Because Eric ain't told me. Yeah, Eric, you didn't tell me who birthday it is. All right, guys. Thank you, Reese. All right, guys, we're about to get ready to start story time. It look like his clock might be 2 minutes fast. So we got like 2 minutes. Your birthday tomorrow, Tilla. Happy birthday. Y'all tell y'all cousin happy birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow. Tell her happy birthday, you guys. Happy birthday, Tilla. Yes, Queen. Yes. Do it big, girl. Drink a lot. Get drunk and not remember the night. That's how you do your birthday. You get drunk and you don't remember what happened on your birthday. That's what I need for you to do. Turn up for your birthday, Queen. All right, guys. Sweet birthday. Hey, Mama. Okay. Yes, we're about to get ready to start story time. Y'all already know. 10 tips sent to the cash app. We'll get y'all a second story time. But tonight's story time is going to be about Lake Lanier. I know a lot of y'all don't believe, Lake Lanier is haunted. But here I am. I am a living witness. I almost didn't make it to tell y'all the story. But I am a living witness that it is real as hell. Okay? So we're about to get ready to start this story time. If you guys are ready, go ahead and give it them thumbs. Give it them thumbs. Give it them thumbs in the chat. Let me know you can hear me. Let me know that you guys are ready. Let's get ready to do this. Let's get ready to do this. Hopefully y'all get that second story time tonight. I really hope y'all do. But if y'all don't, it's okay. It'll be given to y'all next Friday. If y'all don't get it tonight, I just thought y'all want 2 doses of creepy story time for tonight. Yes, give it a thumbs. Give it a thumbs. Hey, Lady Bridget. Give it a thumbs. You're in the car. Yeah, I'm in the car. Unc had a hinkling for Krispy Kreme. So, yeah, that line was long as I don't know what. So, he in there. Okay. Sweet Tea, is Nunu in here? I want her to hear her story. Is Nunu in here? Okay. Thank you, Eric. Let me know, Sweet Tea. We're about to get ready to start this story time, you guys. This story has Nunu and Tranelle in it. So I hope you ladies are in here. I hope you ladies are ready for the story time. Like to hear, here it goes. Now, Tranelle and Nunu worked for a paranormal hunting company. And they would go on, I'm here in Noodle in Myrtle Beach. Okay, well, as long as she on the line so she can hear her story time, I do want her to hear her story time. Okay, so Nunu and Trinell, they worked a part of a paranormal hunting team, and they used to go out and, hunt, investigate, all that good jazz. Now, recently, they was getting blown up to investigate Lake Lanier. A lot of people was reaching out to them through the DMs. Y'all need to investigate Lake Lanier. Y'all need to investigate Lake Lanier. So, of course, Trinell and Nunu told, the rest of the team what everybody was saying, like how they need to go ahead and, investigate that area. So the team was like, cool, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll investigate. Thank you. We'll go ahead and investigate. So, okay, cool. They get out there to Lake Lanier at nighttime. It's really dark and shit, so they get out there at nighttime, and they, Trinell and Nunu kind of like venture off for the rest of the team, okay? So as they're venturing off from the rest of the team, Nunu sees a tree that has like a weird symbol on it, but it's covered in moss. She can't really tell what it is. So she tells Trinell, come with me over here to this tree, because I think we can, we got something over here by this tree. So they get over by the tree, and Nunu starts to wipe the moss off of the tree. When she wipes the moss completely off of the tree, the symbol is bright. You can see it is completely clean. Once she cleans that symbol off, a wind picks up out of nowhere. Both of them feel this wind. It picks up out of nowhere. In this wind, they can hear people, like a crowd of people around them, and they are both looking around like, what is going on? Like, the wind just picked up out of nowhere, and it sounds like people, like a crowd of people are standing around them, but nobody's standing around them. And they looking around, they don't see nothing. They think it's weird, and they get away from the tree in the area, right? So they finished looking up Lake Lanier and finished, doing their little investigation or whatever, and everybody decides to go home. Now, Trinell has her own house, and Nunu has her own house. So they decide to go home after they got through the investigation. Now, Nunu, keep in mind, Nunu's at her own house. Trinell's at her own house, okay? That night, they go home, they get into bed to go to sleep. Nunu ends up dreaming about the lake. She has like this weird-ass nightmare about the lake, while Trinell has this weird-ass nightmare about Oscarville. Can't make sense of it. Where the hell did this come from? Hey, Gemini, why am I seeing this or whatever? So they both wake up scared from the nightmare that they had, and when they both wake up, they both hear their door slam, and they get up to check and see what it is, and it's just like wet footprints leading from their bedrooms out the front door. And of course, Trinell and Nunu like, what the fuck? Who's in my house? Like, it ain't making no sense. Who's in the house? But they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing about it or whatever. The next night, they go to sleep. Both of them are attacked by something they cannot see in their sleep. Beat their ass. I'm talking about put paws all across their forehead, left them fucked up, right? Put knots all across their forehead, like beat them up real bad. They couldn't see what the hell did this. They don't know what the hell did this. All they know is if they say anything to anybody, people gonna think they crazy. So they decided to just keep that shit to themselves. Noodle didn't say nothing to Trinell. Trinell didn't say nothing to Nunu about what was going on. They didn't even say nothing to their paranormal team about what was going on. Nobody wanted to say anything because they didn't want to seem crazy. Okay, cool. The next night come about, and they got another case they got to investigate. Nunu ends up calling in sick while Trinell goes to work. Trinell gets there. They get to the new spot that they supposed to be investigating. Trinell goes off on her own. They all separate. They got walkie-talkies so they can keep up with each other. While Trinell is by herself separating and investigating, she is knocked over by something she can't fucking see. Knocks her out. She's unconscious. She just knocks her ass down and unconscious. Trinell wakes up in the hospital, and she's like, what the hell is going on? She looks over, and Nunu is sitting in a chair in her hospital room. So she's asking Nunu, like, Nunu, what you doing here? What happened? How did I get here? Like, what is going on? She had no memory of what happened. She didn't know how she got there, none of that shit. So she's asking Nunu, what happened? Like, how the hell did I get here? What is going on? So Nunu gets up and she comes over and tells her, she like, the team called me and they told me that they were dropping your ass off here. And Trinell was like, for what? What is going on? Like, why did they drop me off here? And Nunu said the team called her and told her that Trinell got very violent. She got aggressive, and she started threatening to kill people. And they told Nunu that it felt like she was possessed because she sounded possessed. Said her eyes didn't look like her own. They were just saying like something wasn't right. She looked possessed. But they was dropping her ass off at the hospital so she can get some help. But she better not ever bring her ass back to work. We don't want her here. We don't want her here. She can't bring her ass back here. So Nunu is telling Trinell, like, bitch, you got fired tonight because you tried to put paws on the goddamn team. You threatened to kill them. Like, they don't want to fuck with you no more. They said they'll mail you your last check, bitch. Like, they don't want you back. They gonna call the police on your ass if you know what I'm saying? if you keep doing this. Well, if you keep threatening to hurt them. So Trinell was like, it don't make no sense. She has no memory of, what happened. Only memory she had was the memory of going to the spot, the new investigation spot. But she had no memory after that. She don't remember putting her hands on anybody, being aggressive, being violent. She has no memory of that, like none whatsoever. And Nunu was like, well, the team said they don't want you back. Like, for real. They are serious. And she was like, well, how did you get here? She was like, well, when they called and told me, I didn't want you to be alone when you woke up. So I decided to come up here. Okay, cool. Why you wasn't at work tonight? Nunu says she wasn't at work tonight because she was at home and her neighbors heard a bunch of men like arguing with her in her apartment. Even though she was in her apartment all alone, her neighbors heard her arguing with a bunch of men in her apartment before she walked out of the house butt ass naked. And as she was walking, her neighbor stopped her and she was saying, like, her eyes, all of that, like, she was just zonked out and she was saying, I need to get back to the lake. I need to get back to the lake. Just repetitive. As she was walking naked down the street, she was saying, I need to get back to the lake. She has no memory of doing that. Her neighbor brought her back to the house, slapped her in the face a couple times, woke her up. She had no memory of walking out of her house. She don't know what men was in her house arguing with her. Like, the neighbor came in, brought her in the house, didn't see no man in the house, didn't see nobody in the house. And she like, I know I heard a bunch of men like arguing with you. And she was like, it ain't been no man at my house. The neighbor checked the whole house. There were no men in the house. The neighbor couldn't understand how she heard all these voices, yet nobody was there. So when she told, Nunu what happened, Nunu was like, okay, something ain't right. And she didn't go to work that night. So she tells, Trinell what happened. And Trinell is like, this is crazy. Like, what are we going to do? Like, I don't know, what we need to do at this point. She was like, well, I just didn't want you to be alone. So, I had to come here and make sure you by yourself. You weren't by yourself. So she was like, you said, the neighbor said that you was saying you needed to get back to the lake. And she was like, yeah, I don't have no memory of saying it, but that's what the neighbor said I was saying. She was like, I was just walking down the street saying I needed to get back to the lake. I needed to get back to the lake. And then Trinell was like, come to think of it, I didn't start to have my nightmares or none of that stuff until we went to Lake Lanier. So they came to the conclusion it got something to do with the lake. Now, because they work with a paranormal team, they know friends that are psychics and all these type of people. So they reached out to a close friend of the team and let her know what was going on. So this friend tells them to come over, and they come over, whatever. Before they can even get in the house good, their friend tell them, stay outside. Like, y'all got an attachment to y'all. Like, it's something real dark and evil attached to y'all. Like, stay outside. And they like, what are you talking about? She like, I'm serious. Stay outside. Do not come across my threshold. I'll come out, but don't y'all come in. Stay right there. I'll be out. So she comes out and she sits with them and she tells them it is a dark shadow like hanging over both of them. She like, I don't know what's going on, but it is something really dark and evil attached to y'all, and y'all need to get rid of this. So of course they both like, we don't know how to get rid of it. We don't know what's going on. They tell her everything that's been happening to them ever since they left the lake. They told her that they was at the lake when all this started. So the lady was like, the only way to get rid of this attachment, we need to go back to the lake. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. They both were like, no, we're not doing that. But the lady was like, if you want to get rid of it, we have to go back. Like, there's no other way to fix this. We gotta go back. Against their better judgment, they both was like, okay, fine. So that night they decided to go back with the lady. The lady decided to go with them, and they decided to go back. So when they got back, the lady asked them what happened, like walk her through what they did. So Trinell and Nunu walked her through, how they walked around the lake, how they was taking, EMPs and all that stuff. And she was like, and then we noticed this tree. And the lady looked over towards where they was pointing, and she noticed like something dark hovering over that area. She like, yeah, that's where it came from. Take me over here where y'all were. So they walked the lady back over there, and they showed her the tree that had the weird symbol on it. And the lady was like, oh, it's demonic. She said it just like that. She said, oh, that's demonic. And they like, what the hell? She like, yeah, so y'all got an attachment by a demon. Are you kidding me? Lady was like, dead serious. No, y'all got an attachment by a demon. She was like, I can get rid of it, but like, we need to do this here. Like, wherever you picked it up, we need to drop it off at the same place. So she told them, they was going to do the ritual there to get rid of this, this demon that was attached to them. So she made both of them lay down in front of that tree, and she started her little ritual and saying all types of little things, and blowing smoke and all kind of stuff. Cool. She did this for about a good 20, 30 minutes, and after she did this, Nunu and Trinell both like felt pulling from the inside. It's like somebody was pulling on their chest from the inside of their chest. They felt like a pulling, was screaming, they was hollering. Next thing they know, a big ass black shadow comes out of both of them. Like comes right out of them. They out of their mouth, their ears, like every orifices that had a hole, it was coming out. This black stuff, shadow looking thing was coming out. So it came out of both of them and it joined together over them and made one big dark cloud. As this like dark shadow looking cloud was over them, they can hear the screams of help from people. Like it was coming from the spirit that was over them, the cloud. They can hear people screaming for help, begging for help. And they are both looking up at this cloud, and this lady is still doing her little ritual. She's still talking. She's still saying it, speaking in tongues or whatever she needed to do. She's still doing this. And as she's doing this, you can hear these people screaming for help coming from the shadow. But the shadow is like being pushed away. She's pointing at the shadow. She got a hand facing toward the shadow. She's saying everything she needs to say. And she is pushing this shadow back out towards the lake. And as she is going and going and going, this shadow goes out over the lake. They can continue to hear people screaming for help. People are hollering from help coming from this shadow. Like tons of people are hollering from help coming from this shadow, and she is studying, like guiding it out with everything she got in her. She is screaming, she is yelling, she is using her hand to like push, and this like black shadow thing is like going out over the lake, but it's just continued to scream and scream. Like you can hear people screaming in this shadow until they got like right over the lake, and that shit just vanished. When it vanished, the whole lake area got silent. Out of nowhere. No crickets, no nothing. Like you didn't hear a cricket or anything. The whole thing got like eerily silent. When they heard all that stuff when they first came out there, all of a sudden all this stuff had stopped. Eerily quiet at the lake. They didn't hear a splash or nothing. The lady told them it is best for them to not go back because once you have been, once you have been possessed or touched by evil, it knows you. It remembers you. And if you come back, it may attach again. So she told both of them, I think it's best that you guys not come back to Lake Lanier, like at all. And to be honest with you, I think it'd be even better if y'all leave y'all field of work alone. And after she said that, because they knew they picked that attachment up doing what they do, they both quit ghost hunting. They both quit the paranormal team. They was done. They was done because at this point you can't protect yourself. You don't know what's attaching to you. They didn't know all that was going to happen to them, but it did. So they decided to quit the paranormal team. The lady told them to quit the paranormal team. Don't entertain anything paranormal. Don't do no seances. Don't do anything that'll like open up the door for the dead, because once once they've had a taste of your ass, they possessed you before, they've been around you, you know what I'm saying, they remember and they don't forget. They will come after you. They'll keep coming after you because you was a doorway before. So they'll keep coming after you. So the lady told them, don't open that door up no more. Don't do no more paranormal stuff, hunting. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't do no seances. Don't play with no Ouija board. Don't do none of that stuff unless you want it back. And the next time it come back, you may not be able to get rid of it. And they just looked at the lady, and she was serious. She was dead serious. And they both was like, okay, like, yes, ma'am. They quit the paranormal team and went their own separate ways. They ain't really talk to each other like that. Like they used to be really, really close. But after that whole situation happened, they ain't really talk to each other like that no more. They just felt like it wasn't no need to. She's a trauma in my life. Basically, she was there when something traumatic happened to me, and I don't want to bring those feelings and emotions back up. So she don't really talk to her, and Trinell don't really talk to Nunu. But yeah. That's what happened when they decided to do some paranormal hunting over at Lake Lanier. Now, that's always a, risk when you're doing paranormal hunting, when you're doing ghost hunting. It's always a risk of attachments. They had never had an attachment before, so they felt like this would be all good. They thought it's just a lake. It's just a lake. Ain't nothing gonna happen. Yeah, they haven't been back to that lake since. They don't plan on going back. There's no reason for them to go back. None of that. So, yeah, they haven't been back to Lake Lanier since. And, I believe it is attachments out there. I believe it is some really crazy stuff out there. It's just, people don't believe it. So, What they say about the devil? His greatest trick was getting people to not believe he was real. No, I haven't heard from lately. I seen he been posting on Instagram, but I haven't really heard from him lately. You might be able to catch him on Instagram though, if you're looking for him. Yes, so that was you guys' story for tonight. I ain't want to take up too much of y'all time. Y'all know I'm out here in the streets. I'm out here in these streets. I ain't want to take up too much of y'all time, but I did want to give y'all that creepy story. I did have a bonus story set up for y'all, but we didn't make that goal for the bonus story, so I'll save that one for another day, I guess next Friday. And that story of time will be about the red string ritual. Do they blame each other for what happened? Ternell kind of blamed Nunu because she said if Nunu had found that fucking symbol and wiped it off, that it would have never happened. But Nunu don't really blame nobody. She just like, that's the lake. That's how the lake is, and the lake got us. But Ternell, like, she want to find that damn symbol. We wouldn't have been in that situation. So, yeah, Ternell kind of blame Nunu, but Nunu don't blame Ternell. So, just to let y'all know about that. And then, oh God, that's why it did what? See what you started?
It did what?
Shut up, okay?
It did what?
Okay, so that was you guys' story time of the night. Unfortunately, you guys didn't make the goal to get the second story of the night, but I will give y'all that story on next Friday. And like I stated, it is the red string ritual. That one will creep y'all out too. Yeah, so
it did what?
I'll catch you guys next Friday. Same story time, same story channel, 7:30 Eastern. Then you got everybody doing it. Stop.
It did what?
I'll catch you guys next Friday. I love y'all. See y'all on next Friday for another creepy but true story time. Enjoy y'all weekend. Get some rest. Have fun. I love y'all on Friday. Bye.